Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's Lexi, and today I am taking you guys along on Katie and I's 24-hour readathon for my birthday, which is so exciting. This beautiful hotel, and just come along while we vlog this journey. Okay, let me show you guys what's in my bag of books. This is my TBR. I put everything in a book sleeve because, of course, I have issues. First, I brought the Strawberry Patch Pancake House because it's literally the perfect readathon book, and why would I not? This one I have The Bright Years by Sarah Damoff. I don't know much about it, but it's really short, so that's why I brought that. I brought Fearless by Lauren Roberts. I don't know how I feel about this one, but I read the second book during a readathon, so I was like, it kind of makes sense to also read this. And then, in case I feel mood ready, I have like 6 books downloaded on my Kindle. So we have that. And then I have The 7-Year Slip on audio for when my eyes need a rest.
Love.
Yeah, so that's my lineup, if you will. That's how many do you think you're gonna read?
Probably 3. I think I could finish 4, including like the ones that I've already started.
Okay.
How about you?
I'm not currently reading anything, so I think I could finish 2 and get halfway.
Okay, alright.
That's what I'm going with.
You think Fearless is gonna take you a while?
No, because I'm very familiar with the world, which is why I brought this for a YA fantasy. I didn't want to start a new one.
Smart. You think you'll only read 2.5?
I don't know. Like, these are really short.
I know, and I feel like we usually read like 4.
I forget.
I felt like last time we did this, we read like 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe, let me say 4. We'll see.
I think you can at least get through your 3 physical ones you've got there.
Yeah, maybe.
I bet you.
Especially this. This is so short.
And Strawberry, whatever, you're gonna get through
look
that
at the
in, like,
words.
Oh, those margins are beautiful.
This is what I like to see for
You're
a
gonna finish that
readathon.
in like 2 hours, girl.
I'm not about it. And
Yeah.
this one.
You will also finish that in like 2
Yeah.
hours.
Okay, let's go with 4. I'm changing my bet.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's on 4.
Let's get this readathon started. Let's do it. You sound serious. Are you good? Something happened. Here. It's gonna make me snort. What's happening? It's all about me. You could joke. Okay. I need to like myself. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be okay. I just felt so quiet and I bet the pizza and like the crunch noise for whatever reason it sounded so loud. I'm literally crying. It's so funny. Okay, as you can see, I've changed into my comfy PJs. It is time for a check-in. We've been reading for like an hour and 10-ish minutes. I am 85 pages into the Strawberry Patch Pancake House, and I just have to say, first impressions, this is hysterical. I cannot control laughing like out loud reading this. So far, the way it's going, I think this may be my favorite book from her. Her writing feels like it is matured, and I'm so here for that. So that's a little reading check-in. We read by the pool for a little bit, which was really nice, but now we are comfy. I'm feeling pretty good energy-wise. I don't feel sleepy, which is really great, but now we're in PJs and I'm probably gonna lay in bed, so we'll just see. It is this time of the night.
It is. It's only 8:30, but.
Ooh, Chris!
Ooh. She like steamed. Cheers.
Cheers. Always hits.
That's so good.
Always hit. Okay. It's now 10 o'clock. We're doing another check-in. I guess by we, I mean me, because Katie did it for hers. But I'm still reading the Strawberry Patch Pancake House. I'm 168 pages in, so I really haven't read that much. And it's not that it's bad, it's just getting kind of cringy, but I'm still gonna chug along with this one and probably finish it because it's still fast-paced and it's still not like too bad. And I need to finish it because I just need to read a book. So we're gonna keep going with this, but we pulled out some snacks. We have both 10 out of 10, would you say?
Yeah, definitely 10 out of 10.
Love. So we're munching on these. We have our Lonnies. We really haven't done that much reading since the last check-in because we've been chatting a little bit, but that's okay. But we're just gonna keep reading. So stay tuned for the next check-in. 12:36, I officially have finished the Strawberry Patch Pancake House. Off the bat, thoughts, like 3.5 stars. This is one of the books I enjoyed most from her so far. It's really cute. I really like the male main character, and I don't really have any other cohesive thoughts because it's the middle of the night. So stay tuned for my monthly wrap-up for my real thoughts. Good morning. It is now just about 10 o'clock. I'm still reading The Bright Years. I am 100 pages in. I ended up staying up till like 3:30 or 4 last night, but I ended up reading, oh my gosh, what's the next Harry Potter book called? Thank you. Yeah. I ended up reading part of the Half-Blood Prince because I didn't want to keep the lights on and I wanted to lay down. So I read that on my phone on Kindle Unlimited for a little bit, but I probably only got like 10% in, nothing crazy. And then I picked this book back up for the morning. We went to breakfast. It was pretty tasty. They had coffee. We were just enjoying the beautiful Texas weather, which is so ironic because this book takes place like literally 50 minutes from where like we are, so it's just kind of a vibe. But this book is really dark and there's just some heavy themes going on, but I'm loving it. But it's also like way more emotional than a book I would have picked for a readathon, but it's still really fast paced and the words are big, so it's fine. But it's definitely a book I would have wanted to like annotate and like dissect. But again, it's okay. We are just gonna kind of chill here until checkout at noon, and then we are gonna see where the vibes take us. So stay tuned because I have no idea where this is going after this check-in. It's time for my next check-in. It is now 12 o'clock, so we have like 5.5 hours. I'm still reading The Bright Years. I am enjoying it. It's just really emotional, which I kind of love, but that's okay. We have checked out of the hotel. We're by the pool, so that's the waterfall you're hearing. And yeah, let's see how long it takes me to finish this.
The flavor?
Pink slush.
Amazing. I have cherry twist.
Amazing. Ready?
Yep.
Ooh. Close.
Cheers.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
another check-in. It is, I don't even know what time. 1:37. I finished The Bright Years. This was an amazing read. 5 stars. I already want to reread it. I kind of wish I didn't like rush through it for the readathon, but it was really good. We are back at Katie's place.
No, you can say it. It's okay.
We have some chicken nuggets and we're just gonna keep chugging along, but I just want to do a little check-in because I finished another book, which is accomplishing for a readathon, obviously, because that's the goal. And now we're gonna eat some lunch, so I'll check back in later. I wasn't expecting to check in so quickly, but I tried to read Fearless by Lauren Roberts and was just literally struggling, like not even 5 pages in. I was like, I'm not in the mood for this. The words are small. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna enjoy it. So I was going on my Kindle to see what books I had, and it's not loading right now, but The Summer I Turned Pretty is on Kindle Unlimited, and I kind of swore off that I wasn't ever gonna read it. I love the show, but like it's cringy, and I was like, I'm over YA romance. Like I'm an adult, a married adult, I don't need to read YA romance. But one conversation led to another conversation, and Katie and I are gonna buddy read it now, mainly because the playlist is legitimately fire. Like such an amazing curated playlist. So we are gonna buddy read The Summer I Turned Pretty, and that's probably gonna take us to the end of the readathon, but I'm kind of excited, but also like, what is wrong with me? But like in an excited way, if that makes sense.
Same.
Okay, y'all, it is 5:30. We officially made it 24 hours. Woo! Yay! I started and finished 3 books. I read, literally, what was the first book I read? I don't remember.
The strawberry one.
Oh yeah, The Strawberry Patch Pancake House by Laura Gilmore. Then I read These Bright Years by Sarah Damoff, and then I read The Summer I Turned Pretty. I honestly don't know who writes it. But overall, it was, and I read like 10% of Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. So it was a very successful readathon, and I'm very happy with how many books I got done. I am exhausted and ready to go to bed, but yeah. Okay, I hope you guys really loved that vlog. It was so fun to sit and read for 24 hours and just have like no responsibility, but I wanted to sit and chat about the books I read in a little bit more depth during the readathon. I'm so focused on reading that it's hard for me to come up with like coherent thoughts on the books I read. So let's chat about them. I started and finished was The Strawberry Patch Pancake House by Laura Gilmore. I did end up giving this book a 3.5 stars. I ended up really enjoying this way more than I thought I would. I kind of had a prejudice towards it from the beginning because I didn't like her 2 middle books, The Cinnabon and Christmas Tree Farm. I didn't like that there wasn't too much plot. It was mostly spice, and I just didn't like the character in the Christmas Tree Farm, the female main character. So I went into this with pretty low hopes, and it was pretty much like if I didn't like this, I was gonna be done reading Laura Gilmore's books. And I was pleasantly surprised. I feel like her writing felt very mature in this one, and the characters seemed to have like conflict or issues that were very real. And I also appreciate that there was no miscommunication trope. They were very communicative. Their issue was just a very valid, legit issue. I don't want to get into it because it would be a major spoiler. I was like, huh? Totally threw me for a loop, and that's why it got 3.5 stars, because I feel like contemporary romance is very predictable usually, and I was really just blindsided by the conflict, and it was absolutely pleasant. The reason it didn't get a 4 stars is because I just don't love the genre adult romance. Like, I find it very cliche and often cringy. And that's really the only reason. It's really just because I don't enjoy the genre very much. It's nothing to do with the book. This might be a 5-star read for some people. Like, it is very cute. the romance or like romance couples, especially in her book. So it was an overall good read, and I'm very happy with it. And it definitely I feel like Lori Gilmore is redeemed in my eyes. For this book, I picked up These Bright Stars by Sarah Damoff, and I ended up giving this book a 5 stars. I went into it pretty much completely blind. All I knew was that it was about a family through generations in Texas. That's all I knew. It came out just a couple weeks ago, and so there's not very much chatter around it, but I was genuinely shocked by this book. It just makes you feel all the emotions as a literary fiction does. Like, I guess I don't know why I was shocked, because that genre will just always hit for me. But I will say, check the trigger warnings before you go into it. My brain is a little fuzzy, and I do plan on rereading it, because I do feel like that's a book that you can dissect and read slowly instead of like speed reading it. But I was just so pleasantly surprised with this book, and what I knew going into it was pretty valid. It is basically about people, a guy and a girl. I can't remember their names because, like I said, I sped read it, and their journey through life, and then there's a couple different POVs, and it is just they are in Texas. That is a big point, and if you're from Texas, you probably will recognize a lot of the places that they're in, especially if you're in the DFW area, which was just really cool and ironic, and it just felt like I was a part of it in some way, which I think was the point. But I would highly recommend this book if you're looking for a book that's going to make you laugh, cry, all the emotions. I loved it. The Summer I Turned Pretty. I won't go too much into depth about why I picked it. I think I talked about it in the vlog, but I ended up giving this book I think a 3.5 stars as well. I was pleasantly surprised. I went in with very low hopes. I love the show. I think it's so freaking cute. So the reason I didn't get 4 stars is because the show is vastly different, and I know that's the show's fault, not the book's fault, but I watched the show first, so that's like what in my mind how the story goes. So it's totally on me. But if you are an adult looking for like a nostalgic high school romance, this is gonna do it for you. Like, the way I wanted to be on summer break so bad at the beach was like painful. I was like, I would do anything to be at the beach right now. I live in northern Texas. There is no freaking beaches. So it just felt like home in a way I don't know if I can even explain. I loved it, and I think Belly is way less annoying in the books. And I am not going to elaborate, but Team Jeremiah for life. So the books I read and finished, I overall had an amazing readathon. I feel like we got a lot of books done because we also chatted a lot, and we had some travel in this readathon, plus we were vlogging, which are all just time consuming. So overall, it was very successful, and I can't wait for the next one. If you watched this far, thank you so much. You guys know it means the most to me. Make sure to do all the YouTube things, like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you guys all have a blessed Tuesday. Bye!